butt cheeks, rainbow, hurt, silly. Okay, yeah. I still want to get Sayori. Like my character said, does it really need to stop there? No, it doesn't. We want you with Sayori. I love her so much already. How are you gig? Oh shoot, I missed 420. Dang it. Either pleasure or wonderful. I think pleasure. Daggone it. Alright, last one. Friends. Okay, I think we still got on. Alright, Sayori. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. We're a little more confident here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Diddy-con. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things that with you, anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Well, why not? What? Why? Dude, Diddy-con, come on. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just want to look at it. He's stealing her purse. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry or want an excuse to take a walk. Or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Dude, if you loved her, you would actually just pay like the vending machine to get the snack for her. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening, and her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Diddy-con to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can reasonably afford. Yeah, that's true. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough. Retribution. Did I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the retribution. That, still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the Literature Club before she even told me. But, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. I don't know, or something smacks Yuri in the face and tumbles into the desk. Ow. What was it? Huh? A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Who throws a cookie at another person? Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my oh, frick. Wait, hold on. History. Where is it? Restitution. Retribution. Yeah, she keeps saying the word wrong anyway. Actually, that one almost worked. Oh, hi, Natsuki. You're in a better mood than yesterday. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Yuri hugs the cookie. Geez, I just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears over the wrapper and takes a huge bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue! You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Oh. So Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Baffled, Sayori trots away to safety. Okay, Sayori, why did you do that? Natsuki kindly gave you a cookie and then you just ate hers. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Huh. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's so true. Excuse me. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. She was doing something suspicious, I'm guessing. Monica, choose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at her. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Is that why we can't choose her? Does she actually have a boyfriend that we're not aware of? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. You didn't hear, like, the school bell or anything? Yeah, makes sense. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell. That's exactly what I just said, Natsuki. Thank you for understanding. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? You just practiced piano in study hall. Okay. I wasn't aware you had played music at all, Monica. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Diddy-con. Monica pushes everyone to the side and smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see! In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really, other than Sayori taking everyone's cookies. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Diddy-con! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm going to get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up. Me and Monica were going to make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons, markers, and glue sticks. Oh, I see! Sure, I'll go with you. You'll go with her to get supplies, but not... I guess because she was going to take my money. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Diddy-con to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'll be happy to go with him. But I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. That was just a suggestion. Is Monica really trying to hit on me? See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Diddy-con? Yep, let's go. Alright, Sayori. We're in the hall now. Sayori and I exit the classroom. I fall behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Honestly, that's exactly what Sayori is in a nutshell. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're going to do a poetry performance. Of what kind? Well, everyone is going to take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. Diddy-con, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poem like, between my feet. The last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots. Curiously, the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends I have summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field, but for me. It's but a barren wasteland. Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. So I was like, yeah, what's this festival like? Yeah, I don't know when the festival is happening. I'm guessing just happening like in a couple days or something. Like, am I taking a date though? Is that like why I'm trying to hit on a girl right now? Like, am I going to take Sayori to the festival? We'll see. See. Sayori spins herself around the hallway again. Hey, Diddy-con, the classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I spent time with Sayori like this. You said that earlier. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As years went by, I began to hold myself up in my classroom more and more. So going to venturing with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. I really like the music in this game, I will say that. It's really fun so far. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons. Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. I prefer colored pencil, actually. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. I don't know if you hear that, but every single time I say Sayori, my stupid iPad thinks I'm saying Siri. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Smack. Yeah. Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. Oh, that's gotta hurt. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Okay, well, it didn't need to hurt that hard. Ow. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and put her out of the closet. You have to move your hand, Sayori, but it hurts. Just do it for a second. Oh wow, that's really red, actually. I don't know how you hurt yourself that hard by just hitting your head on one of the shelves in the closet. She must have just like full on headbutted it. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow. Sayori, there's a huge red mark on the center of your forehead. The bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Diddy-con, where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. You don't look like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than the drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that for that one. Sorry. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. Something's gonna happen. Oh, never mind. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori to the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot! Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the ball against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Diddy-con. It kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time. I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do the things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. Dang, I miss the good old days. I'm getting like massive... Honestly, this game is giving me massive like 8th grade vibes because this is when the game came out. And when like my friend told me some of the things that happened, which I can't really remember, but just And then, like, I did see a few, like, that was, like, when a bunch of fan art came out and stuff, but nothing that really spoiled the game for me, so, yeah. I don't know why, just, like, I actually have a pretty good memory of what's happened in my past. So, like, I'm just, like, literally playing this game, I'm just thinking of, like, all the fun stuff I did in 8th grade and all the stuff that happened. Dude, why am I getting nostalgic? Oh my gosh. Okay, anyway. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and you were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know. Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Diddy-con, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people, even after all these years. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. This is so cute. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing at all the time. Sorry. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even knew it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Diddy-con, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it will be like this forever? Forever? I hope so. If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. So it won't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sarah has whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's going to see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. That's true. See? Sarah hops to her feet. Ah! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. Did we get everything? Did we just get crayons? Because we had to get a bunch of other stuff also. I follow Sarah out of the classroom. Sarah plays with her bangs to try to hide the bum, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Alright, well that was a really cute scene. You're back. Good timing. I was just ready to start with sharing our poems. Oh yeah, I forgot about that again. And Sarah, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about it. I was playing with the crayons and I smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway. Okay, Monica doesn't care. Were you able to find everything we needed? I have it right. Sarah frantically glances around herself. Yep, we forgot all this stuff. How did my character forget all this stuff? Calm down, Sarah. I have it all right here. Okay, never mind, I have it. I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Diddy-con. Well, Sarah. I failed to come up with an excuse for Sarah. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. No, honestly, 100% that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure that the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. I don't know why, but I kind of feel like Monica's jealous of us. Like, she hasn't really gotten the chance to hit on me or anything. Like, me and Sayori are just having the time of our lives. Alright, I kind of want to save Sayori for last again. We'll go with Natsuki. Hi, Natsuki. Can we not be punks to each other again? Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get that feeling that you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Oh, jeez, I don't know what happened yesterday. Well, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, it kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary, but think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wrinkly, hairy, and ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy held me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. That was actually really funny. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yeah, I'll say that. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with such simpler analogies. Shoot. History. What'd she say? I went too fast. Analogies. Words. If it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks it doesn't matter, it can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out that'll make fun of you or think less of you. Sorry, I'm like trying to get over my head. I can't figure this girl out. Because like one hand she seems like really rude, but then it feels like she's one of those girls that like is easily gotten bullied or something. Cause like she feels like she can't say anything or say anything like she's interested about, like manga or something. Then she feels all embarrassed. Like I honestly wonder if she's like one of those girls in the past that's got like made fun of so hard that she feels like she can't say anything. It's all in her head, and that's why she's like so blunt. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and if it makes them happy? I don't think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of people can too. That's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing useless. Unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. Okay. Alright, Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Diddycon. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming for you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. You know what really grinds my gears? Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reading to see in your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see as a certain interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have one example of that if you would like to read it. Of course. Is this poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. It's in cursive and it is incredibly long. I really don't want to read this, but I might as well. Okay. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hunger, curiosity, the raccoon, and urge. The moon, why is it so long? The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glitters in the eyes of my raccoon friend. The slice of bread, fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. Our raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. That raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rash of blood. Frick. Classic pulmonary conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feel myself again. Gosh dang it, you're pissing me off. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. There's a lot more metaphorical. I mean, it's a good poem, it's just so much. It's in cursive, and I can't... Ugh, I'm so bad at reading. I'm so sorry. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. And I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah, sounds like you two have that in common. Well, that's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person that would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. And don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness. I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad that you're a good listener. Yeah. Jeez. Yuri's fun, but geez, she just talks and talks and talks and talks. Alright, Monica. Hi again, Diddy-kun. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote. Perfect. The two of you are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in the club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, I'm just cheesing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to people, talk to me even every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. Really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get that you're saying... Get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do, too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. What the freak? The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop. Violet, granting, waveform, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaninglessness. Load me. That was really weird. There's something wrong with her. She's lonely or something. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. And exactly. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the nose. Or the noise, my bad. I see! It's still hard for me to tell what it's all about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. That sounds like a great idea. Let's save the game right now. I haven't done that in a while. You never know what might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. That is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? She just completely broke the fourth wall. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. That was really weird. Anyway, Sayori. Ugh. This game is getting spicy, honestly. ddlc, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. And I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way too. So, no way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Whoa. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things, like cooking. Let's not talk about it. Or that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I'm trying to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, ddlc, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Or did I? Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. I broke my pencil. Sayori hesitantly bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive to her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Oh, I thought she bumped her head again. So sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Geez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles! I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts in the bottles. All in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle has starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. Jeez, why is this long? I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time eclipse. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each other and every friend, each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, and the shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, bleeding, something, but all I hear is echo inside my head. That was crazy. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. It could have taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm not used to you being so... I'm just so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. Sari, what are you doing? Are you okay? Because this poem kind of came out of nowhere. Nah, it's fine. We're overthinking. I'm still thinking too hard about it. Yep. The point is, it came out good. So you should be proud of it. It was actually really good. Long, but it was good. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm going to keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sari's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. Oh, what? She won't leave the literature club, do you think? Nah, there's no way. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, we really have to do something for the festival. It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of gaining any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. We don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sherry's been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets that we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Oh, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we are also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Siri's pointed on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Siri, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There was no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that either. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. I remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right! And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? You know you do. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all that it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. It's not like we're doing a play or anything. You just have to read your poem out loud. It's maybe not as bad as I thought it was going to be. We'll see how that works. Atsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sari looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sari and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little more. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over it. Get it over with. My bad. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. Here's the problem. I don't even know what my poems are. I never got to see mine. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to imply the emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is this simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Siri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Oh, thank you so very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next. Oh, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Oh, this isn't gonna end well. Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You could do it, Yuri. It's called After an Image of Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakens as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is this suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivery words transfer into the sharp I know this word, hold on. Syllables of a fierce and confident woman. Jeez. The poem is full of twists and turns in the structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. I've been talking too much today. Jeez, this must be a rare glimpse into the wiry fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. She just got lost into it, that's good. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applauded, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. It looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Siri hops out of the chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Siri, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Sayuri begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayuri is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I would probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayuri's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayuri meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayuri finishes and we applaud. I did. Good job, Sayuri. Yeah, even Diddy-Con liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayuri. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. That might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Diddy-Con. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Diddy-Con lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fun. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Jeez, Natsuki's bit blown as freak. Jeez. Alright, I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. Gosh. It's also just weird looking at the screens, just seeing all 4 of them stare at me at once. I don't know why. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into this. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. Exactly. That's something that I'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. My brain is fried. The poem is called, Why Are You All Looking at Me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a deep breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. Yeah, I can tell, because, like I said earlier, I think she's honestly one of those characters that got made fun of so much she has no confidence. So, hopefully this helps her. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they're bouncing up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again, or you're going to have to. Oh well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for you. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Maybe sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, and so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all the effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. Yeah, well, apparently this game becomes a horror game later, so we'll see. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. Can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? You guys are clearly jealous. Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Dagon. You don't have to say anything. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. So sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. Let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I would walk home with Yuri. I would still walk home with Sayori. Oh, jeez, but... Dang, don't give me these hard questions. I think I still have to go with Sayori just because I love her so much. Well, that's my goal, is I want to get closer to her. And, besides, where does Yuri even live? I would still, yeah. Sayori. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Huh? But, she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I always see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Diddycon. You think about me too much sometimes. You would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Did I not give her the poem? Daggone it.